All right, so this lesson is going to show you how to edit a multi-camera scene, right? So you filmed one scene with multiple cameras, and now we're going into the editing process and seeing how we can choose those different angles without having to manually razor the clips and put them in order. So as with most projects, we would start by importing our media into our project panel. All right, so I'll go through this way, or I'm on. So File, Import. All right, so we would choose our files. I have them kind of in my folder on the side, and it's a little easier for me to see from the screen, so I'm just going to drag them in. All right, anybody remember what the next step was? Because there's not too many to this, right? What do we do after we import our clips? So to start the multicam editing process. Nobody remembers from yesterday what we did? All right, so well, we don't have to do that yet because we don't have those clips sequenced or synced yet. We want to sync these clips because they started at different times. So we're just going to right click and we're going to say create multi-camera source sequence. All right, and as long as you had that audio spike, all right, so you made some loud noise either with a clapboard, your hands clapping, you can get tones on your phone or something to kind of make that loud spike, and then you're just going to press audio. All right, when we do that, now it creates this funny looking sequence here, and remember, you probably want to be in your list view as opposed to the icon view so you can really identify that. Then, once that sequence is created, then we're dragging it to our timeline, which kind of makes another sequence. All right, but it should be in green, and as we see kind of in the name, it says MC1, so multi-camera 1, I guess, because you could have multiples. All right, at that point, as Brian was saying, if you don't have this multi-camera view there, you can press the plus sign and drag that item down, which is right here next to the record. You would drag it down, press OK, and then turn that on. All right. Then at that point, we can play. And I had some extra stuff at the beginning here before the camera's turned on. Hopefully you'll get a kick out of my little practice video. So now the other camera came on. All right, there's my spike that it created my syncing to.
What are we going to do this practice video about? I don't know. What do you think we should do? I don't know. You're the smarter one. Yeah, but you always did work, so why don't you do it? All right, I guess this is it. Fine. Good for me. Later.
All right, so that would basically be it. And then now, when we play that back, we should, and actually I could trim off a little bit of the beginning here, probably like right after my clapboard. So I can just drag this over. I can drag this over so that we have that. I can right click here to get rid of the space.
What are we going to do this practice video about? I don't know. What do you think we should do?
So I would have a little bit of trimming to do here,
Smarter one.
but that would basically be this kind of silly interview with myself. Because I would probably just want to take out the parts where I'm kind of walking back and forth between different points. But this is my final program, right? With what I have there. That would work for a practice. And then we're just exporting it. So I could say File, Export Media. And again, make sure that you have your timeline selected so that it is exporting from that. And then in our export settings, we have H.264. We would click on the output name to designate a place for it to go. And maybe I'd call this like another multicam practice, number 2, something like that. And then export that.